Hello, I'm Jyoti. I'm your spiritual bestie. Subscribe to my channel before we begin this amazing, powerful, life-changing video. I have my notes ready for you. I took like 3 hours. This is channel information. I just wrote it. Like it's just a divine transformation. So, what is self-care? True self-care is caring how you feel and caring what you need. I'll repeat this again. True self-care is caring how you feel and what you need. Are you needing a hug right now? Are you needing some love right now? Are you needing some deeper levels of understanding right now from other people? Are you needing company right now? Are you needing a massage? Are you needing oil on your skin because your skin is getting dried up? Are you needing to take shower? Are you needing to rest? And that's why you need a clean space, because we rest well in a clean space. Are you needing emotional intimacy? Are you needing to let yourself cry? Are you needing to let out the old clothes, old and dusty clothes that you don't even like anymore? Are you needing to reorganize your space in a way that excites you? And if you don't know what you need, it's because you are not connected to your feelings. We come to understand what we truly need when we are connected to how we are feeling. I'm going to make you understand this with the help of example of person A and person B. Person A is somebody who is not connected to their feelings, and person B is somebody who is. Now listen carefully. Both the people, the person A and the person B, received a call that they have been, like, their job application for an interview has been approved. So now they have an interview. When a person A receives a call like, oh my God, I am having this important interview, they first start to doubt themselves, like, how did I even get it? Like, I'm not even worthy of it. Like, how? This is too good to be true for me. And then they start to feel fearful, anxiety, so many doubts. And because they have not been caring how they are feeling, meaning they are not sitting with the sensations of not feeling good enough, the sensations of fear in their body, the sensations of doubt. They have not been doing that. What they do instead is, whenever those sensations of fear or anxieties or self-doubt started to arise in their body, they go to their friends and they drink. They gossip, they will just numb it, suppress it, and they'll just hang out with other people instead of sitting with their sensations. Because they don't sit with their sensations, they don't know what to do with themselves. And so they go out, they get a drink, and they just suppress their doubts, anxieties, fears. Next morning, they show up for the interview in a very haphazard manner, in a very messy way. Now the person B, when they come to understand that they get to know that they have an important interview tomorrow morning, and they have the entire evening to prepare. When they first received a call, their first reaction was, oh my God, it's too good to be true. And am I worthy of it? They felt doubt. And because they care how they feel, they have been sitting with those sensations. So they sat with their doubt. They were feeling the sensations of doubt in their body. and the fear, the sensations of fear, the sensations of anxiety, the sensation of being rushed because now they have to prepare and all of that. So when they set with those sensations, they come to understand, like, okay, I'm feeling doubtful, fearful, and I'm feeling anxiety, and I'm feeling like I have so much to prepare and too much to prepare and very little time. How can I healthily deal with this feeling? I can journal, I can take a walk in nature on the grass, I can go near water body, or I can pray to God and universe to show me the way. And they realize that because they have the interview tomorrow, and they have to go to the market to get the printouts and all, so in that little time they cannot go to the water body right now. What they can do is journal for 20 minutes, and while going to the market for getting printouts of their resume and other documents, they can listen to a mentor or a coach who has already overcame these doubts and feelings and fears and anxieties, so that he can receive a right guidance. So that's what he do. He journals for 20 minutes, and then when he's going to the market, he listens to a very good mentor, and he feels calms in himself, and before going to bed he prays to the God and universe to guide him. He also realizes that no matter what happens, the result is not in his control. So I am going to show up in the best way that I can without any pressure. He could get this resolve in himself because he was sitting with his feelings. He was caring how he was feeling. And because he was caring how he was feeling, he could take care of these feelings in a very good way, in a very healthy way. Now, after the interview, when a person A receives a call back from the organization, they come to understand they have been rejected. And when a person B receives a call back from the organization, they come to understand that they have been rejected. When person A listens that they have been rejected, he shatters. He shatters, and he feels those fears that and those doubt that he is not good enough. All of these started to come up, but he doesn't know. He has not built those muscles to sit with those sensations. So he again calls his friends and goes out with them, hang out with them, drink with them, and expresses his anger that how everyone is so bad and they are with this shitty organization, this and that. And then after he has his drinks, he leans into sadness and started to express how he's not good enough, how life has always been so against him, everything is against him, and because he got rejected from the job, he feels like his life is ended. And then he numbs out. Person B, after hearing that he has been rejected, he sits there. He sits there with those feelings of feeling rejected and feeling powerless because he can't change that, and feeling extreme weakness in this situation which he cannot change, and he feels like he cannot change that and there is no way out. And he sits with those sensations. He lets himself cry and this anger and powerlessness and sadness. And when he's feeling those sensations, he suddenly hears that voice, and those images started to come up in his mind that when he is a child and he is around his father, anytime he fell from the bicycle, or anytime he shows up with a report card with a B instead of A, his father gave him a look of being disappointed. And because of that look on his father's face, that he is disappointed in him, triggered that he is not going to be loved and he is not going to be liked anytime he fails. So in this moment, when he got rejected from the job, the reason why he was feeling fear was because that prior fear that has been installed in his mind since he was a child, that he is going to lose the love and appreciation of his father, that has been triggered. Now when he comes into this truth about himself, that he is fearing that this job rejection is triggering that fear, he tells himself that his likability and how lovable he is not based upon his achievements. Because in life, we lose sometimes and we win sometimes. So he tells his inner child that I love you, I like you, and I know there are so many things that you are good at. So I'm not going to base the perception of myself on my weaknesses. He realizes that his entire perspective of himself has not been capitalized on his strengths but on his weakness. He is too focused on what he is not good at, because he was getting that reflection from his father all the time. So he realizes, because he was sitting, the person B was sitting with his feelings and with his emotions, he realizes that he needs to capitalize on his strengths more. He needs to remind himself what he is good at. And when he received that realization, amongst some other bigger realizations, that okay, this job rejection does not say anything about me, and the people who love me will love me, and they will love me even more when I am failing, because they know that at that time I am in need of strength. I don't need people who will back out on me when I'm failing. I need people in my life that even when I'm failing, they can see the greatness in me. And on my bad days, they remind me of my strengths. So if someone is backing out on me because I'm failing right now, I don't need them in my life. They are not healthy people for me, no matter how close they are. So they received all this truth from within himself because he was sitting with his feelings. Feelings also lead to much deeper truth about you that you hold. Because when you are connecting to your feelings, you are connecting to the most innocent part of you. We also call that part your inner child. And children are the closest to God. That's why when you feel and you're connecting to your inner child, you're connecting to God. And you become this vessel for this, higher level of information about yourself and higher level of guidance. That's why the person B, when he sat with his feelings, he started to receive this information about himself and deeper truths about himself and his deeper needs to be surrounded by people who encourages him and who reminds him of his strengths on his bad days. And he also realizes that his most important strength is his ability to sit with his feelings and choosing to do the right thing. Because when he was feeling his doubts, he was feeling like, oh, I'm or he was feeling anxious, he could go and get a drink, he could go out and just gossips with his friend and completely avoid those sensations. But what he chose to do, he felt all these feelings and still chose to do the right thing, which is becoming aware of his needs and realizing all the changes he needs to make around his inner circle. He realizes that he does not let his feelings and emotions take control of him. When a person B got afraid and anxious, his feelings took over and he just go get a drink. He just went and to get a drink and numb himself completely. Whereas person B, when he got fearful and doubtful, he chooses to do the right thing, which was to sit with the sensations of that feeling instead of initial urge to numb them in some way. So when he received this truth about his strength, he decided that he is going to start his own business. He is going to teach people this skill in the area, like in the industry of personal development and coaching. Now both people, person A and person B, went through rejection and failure. The reason person A could not let that rejection take a toll on him and like waste his 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 precious years of life, because they were holding that painful perspective and not wanting to look at it and sit with it, they are going to keep repeating the same patterns. However, person B, who chooses to sit with those sensations, changed the pattern. They came, like they understood and they pluck out the painful perspective that they have been holding, that they are not lovable because, or if they fail they are going to lose the love and all of that thing. And they also gain the realization that the right people will love him and remind him of his strengths even on the bad days, especially on the bad days, you know. And because he chose to sat with his feelings, he completely changed his life. He started his own business. He started to feel more lighter because the major level of grief started to leave his body and his consciousness. He started to feel lighter and more energetic. My intention is that you understand how important it is that you feel your feelings, how important your feelings are. Because when you learn to sit with those sensations of fear, sensations of pain, sensations of abandonment, sensations of so many failed relationships, sensations of growing up in dysfunctional families and being like, or losing your childhood because you were around people who were very emotionally immature. We carry these griefs and past griefs with us. It's time that you let it go and you invite new energies. But how will you do that? It's one step at a time. Learn to sit with the sensations of what you're feeling, because even if you don't know what feelings are, because you didn't grow up in emotionally literate home and you're not connected with your feelings, the first step is just learning to sit with the sensation. You could start with like, oh, water, how does water feel like? Take a sip. And just feel? How does it feel like in your body? How does when you go to take shower you feel like, or when you are putting oil on your scalp or on your skin, what does that feel like? Lot of people fear that if they start to feel their feelings, they will not do anything. They will just start to become lazy. Here's the thing, when you start to feel your feelings and you begin this journey, some things in your life may slow down because your feelings are going to guide you to what is truly important. All this while you have been running after doing things that were not that important, or you were running after them because other people may have told you that, you know what, you don't have enough time to get your career right, your finances right, your marriage right, that's your priority, this and that. And then you get entangled in all sorts of situation in which you forget yourself. You lose connection with yourself. So when you start to establish this connection with yourself through feeling your feelings, feeling the sensations in your body, you will start to, your body and your mind and your heart and your angels are going to guide you to start to attend to the most important things right now. But I promise you, it will never happen that you run out of things that are important for you, meaning food, money, water, all these important things. We feel like, oh, if I start to feel my feelings, then how will I make money? That's the major fear I have seen in people. But from my personal experience, I made a choice that for me, I matter. My feelings, how I feel, matter. I'm going to find a way to learn that and process them. And what it made me is actually very strong, that I don't let anything else control me. The rejection, the doubts, the fears. Feeling your feeling does not mean that you become lazy. It means that you become so much wiser that even if you feel sad, upset, and doubtful, you choose to do the right thing. It changes like, oh, I'm feeling very doubtful about that, so I'm not going to show up. And it changes to, I'm feeling these doubts and it's okay for me to feel these doubts. I'm trying something new, so I am doubtful. And I am going to show up and I am going to have a support of some mentor, or I will journal so that I can receive guidance. It's totally two different perspectives. I have a meditation, Heal Your Life. It will highly support you in establishing the solid foundation of connection with yourself, re-establishing that loving, harmonious connection with yourself. I'll leave the link down below. This meditation is super powerful, super helpful, and it has so much positive energy. If you ask yourself what you truly need right now, it could be a very good guided meditation, and I have it for you. So, gift yourself that. You deserve the things that will help you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively. If you're a creative person, go to a stationery shop and get yourself a good pencil set or good colors. My intention is that you find creative ways to love on yourself. And to love yourself is to make your needs met. And how will you know what you need? When you feel your feelings. And when you feel like, okay, I need certain thing, but I feel like, it's too hard for me to get that. I want to tell you, when you commit to yourself in this way, universe will start to make all of your needs met in the most amazing ways. The needs that you feel like, I can't make them met. I don't know how to get the need of love, connection, joy, fun meet. Like, how do I get those needs met? Universe is going to surprise you. I'll see you in another video. Subscribe to my channel. I am Jyoti. I want to remind you again, and I am your spiritual bestie. I have a guided meditation, Heal Your Life. I already spoke to you about it. I'll leave this description down below. And I love you. I'll see you.